My computer's handling it very nicely. I like this. Testing the broadcast. If I go on manage, it should be here. There we go. Receiving excellent quality, and the stream has begun. Welcome.
Hey everyone.
Hello. Yep, everything's here. I've tweeted out the link. Let's see if my tweet works. Cervix/live. Okay. And the sound works as well. Also, I'll give you this. Share out to all your mates, all your fans.
I ain't got any, but okay.
You can retweet what I tweeted.
Okay. I'll do that now, just for you.
Nope, undo. There we go. You can send that out. Okay, so I'll send this out to Mushtaba. Mushtaba will do the rest for me as well. So guys, welcome to the stream.
Shout out to Mushtaba.
Shout out. So yeah, we have a few topics here today. It's kind of a quiet week, but it's still a big week because COVID is always big. Some recent things are happening in the news. He's look at him. Look at his hair. his hair is in the news. Let me just. There we go. Everything's fine. Any issues? Let me know. My guy. It's just my latest tweet.
Just going for the tweet.
That one.
Retweeting it.
Yeah, let's go. So we're here. Any news? Any questions? Let me know. We'll chat about them. I got my chat open and ready, so we can do both. Oh, notification. We're live. So what do you want to talk about first, Mohsen? On my docs, we have his hair. Why? Just why? Literally, it says my perm and why. So that's him. We're gonna talk about COVID, rules relaxing. We're gonna talk about how 4th of July, the gyms are not opening, but everything else is.
Yeah.
There's now bans on beaches. And not that type of beaches. Yeah. And this has been stabbing.
Yeah.
Couple in London, couple in Reading.
It wasn't even a couple, I think it was 18 or something. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Massacre.
It's unfortunate that stuff still happens to this
Mass
day.
stabbing going on.
Yeah. People are getting excited during
Crazy.
COVID.
So.
What we saying, Mohsen? It's been a while.
Indeed, it's good to
We're
see
back in the jungle.
Back in the jungle. Please get me out of here. And yeah, we're not eating bugs, anything like that. It's pretty safe here.
And this is our first podcast, by the way. That's on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're making moves.
We're trying here.
Big shout out to Sevrix Gaming.
Big up everyone who's helping. Big up everyone who's participating. Who's like design with the logos, design with this, design with that. I don't want to mention names because I don't know if they're comfortable. Not all of them. But yeah, thank you very much.
Lustrous Productions.
So first, let's just start off with your hair. While it's here.
Do you like it?
It's alright, I like it.
I've got mixed reactions, but I think majority of people are just not used to it. It's not that they don't like it, they're just not used to it.
Because you never had, yeah.
I don't have curly hair, naturally, no. My genetics and my DNA gives me straight hair. So yeah, why did I do it? My hair was really long, it was coming up to my nose about hair.
Just
from quarantine and everything.
Look how long.
Yeah, it was about, as long as yours, right? I've never had long hair before. Or that long. Normally I keep mine quite short actually. Number 1 all over. It's my favourite cut. And then I thought, let me do something different. Let me try something out. And I thought, you know what? I'm never going to, most likely, unless there's another quarantine or lockdown, probably not going to grow my hair this long again. And I thought, let me try something. It was either cornrows or perm. And I thought, let me perm it because you can still cornrow a perm.
We can't perm a corn. You can't.
Yeah, well, if I did the cornrow, it would be really tight and it gets really too much messiness and I thought, let me do the perm, and then from that,
one at a time.
I can go and do the cornrows after.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll take it from there. Process was quite straightforward. If you guys are interested in getting your hair permed, ladies and gents, there's plenty of YouTube tutorial videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I went to a salon, to a hairstylist, and he was my, very, very professional.
Okay.
He's a mate of mine.
Yeah.
Because he shouldn't be practicing at the moment. Is that right to say? Practicing hairdressing?
Yeah, no, it's not practicing.
It's not.
It's their job. It's not really practicing, is it?
He shouldn't be doing participating.
He's not abiding by the rules.
He shouldn't be participating in that. However, guy did me a favor. I had to go with my mask and gloves and everything.
Well, at least look,
he had his gloves and
you
mask
followed
on as
you
well.
followed COVID rules. It's not that bad.
I was at his house, so
Yeah.
it wasn't even like so whatever. I went to his house.
People
and
in
he
the
did
chat, they wanna look like you when they grow up.
it.
Maybe you do one day. Maybe you do.
You look better than me, hopefully. Who is it?
Much. Shout out.
You look better. Muj has got to look good. You got a wedding coming up. Not yours, but you got a wedding to attend soon.
Yeah. I'm thinking about perming my hair. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with my hair. My hair is just a mess. Literally everywhere you look is a mess. I've just slicked it back right now. I thought I would let it grow. I'll let it like grow, then I can decide what I can do. Cause like once it's short, you can't really do much apart from spike.
But when it's short, that's it. It's done.
Yeah.
As in, you just gotta wait for it to grow.
But when it's long, you got some leeway. If I wanted, I could do cornrows. I'm not going to. Like, I've seen people who've done it for the first time and it's painful for them. They can't hack it.
It is.
So
it is.
I won't hack it. So I'm probably
You're talking from experience.
I'm talking.
There was someone that you know.
Yeah. So
that
I won't
big
do
up
it.
that guy.
Probably I'll perm it, but I don't know yet. But dye my hair, I don't know. Slick back. So that's why I'm gonna do it now. But I want to gel it. I will gel it and slick back and see what happens. And yeah. Also, I've got a mohawk, so we see where the mohawk takes me as well. But I don't know. I might just stick with slick back for now.
Let's take your hairband out. I'll put all your hair forward. You could do what I've got right now.
But like we'll see. I don't know. Like
you can, because what mine is like an undercut, so this goes over that.
Yeah.
And it's good, but they'll get rid of the back.
Yeah. Well, so I'll stick with my slick back for now, and then we'll see where the wind takes me. I would say, I need to get my summer look ready, but it's summer now and it's COVID, so I don't think I'm having a summer. Like,
summer, you know what? Summer's all about.
Summer's cancelled this year. Okay? Summer is cancelled.
Not necessarily. Today was hot. Yesterday was even hotter.
Bro, it's hotter than Ibiza. 32.
32. Was it today? 26. So it's a bit cooler.
Today's highest was 31.
Was it 31?
Yeah.
Really nice. I'm enjoying it. I really like the heat. I really like the summertime. I really like clear skies and sunshine. And when it's hot, I have my t-shirt and shorts on. He's smiling, laughing at me because I did get in trouble with my boss for wearing it.
Well, it's just policies of the office. Anyway.
Not necessarily. I think it's a culture clash.
Oh. I stepped on the cable.
Certain people, they think it's inappropriate to wear t-shirt and shorts to work.
I don't know. I
think it's inappropriate to wear flip-flops at work, but he does it.
Oh, moving on. I don't want to discuss this. He's going to call my phone and be like, why are you chatting breeze? Okay, moving on. So how was your hair process?
Yeah, the hair process. So I'll be quick about it. Yeah. So killed it up, put in the chemicals, put me under a dryer, washed it out, put neutralizer in, washed it out, took out the rollers, and I couldn't wash my hair for 2 days.
2 days.
2 days to allow the neutralizer to take full effect.
Yeah.
And then the day I washed it, so you saw me. I came in work I got it on Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, I had nothing done to it. I had to leave it, and it was a bit messy. Wednesday was there. I washed it, and then I put coconut oil in it. And that's when I came out looking like a boss. I look like Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Not really. But.
Okay, so that's his hair. If you want to perm your hair.
I look like one of them West Coast gangsters.
If you want to perm your hair, Muslin's your guy. He'll find you people.
Yeah, just look it on YouTube. You'll find stuff.
So moving on to the whole talking about beach and summer vibes and how hot it is.
Yeah.
We can't go anywhere. They apparently banned beach.
Oh, wait, look. Where would you have gone though?
Bro, look, what did I do last year summer? Last year I went America. I went Germany.
Oh yeah,
I
we
went
did.
Sweden.
It was this time, innit? We were discussing.
This time last year, us two were on our way to go to I literally, today, 1 year ago, I was at the US Embassy.
Yeah.
And I was getting my visa and I was excited. I was shit scared, but I was excited.
And mine was 2 days before yours, or 3 days?
3 days before.
3 days before I got my
I was getting my visa and I was literally on top. Like, I haven't booked my flight yet, but I booked up my visa. Everything was very, very last minute. And I didn't know what I was gonna do. So we got my visa in America. Video's coming out. I'm a shit editor. I'm very slow. I'm very lazy.
Me as well. I'm to blame on that as well.
Yeah.
But I have actually made some videos and finished editing them.
So
there's more to make and edit. But we are.
It's a start. We'll see. You'll see the fat version of me. So I was fat back when we filmed them. But yeah. So again, you say where will I go? I'm not gonna go America now. America is COVID wise is terrible. But holidays within UK.
Can't go New York.
Holidays within the UK. Hello, welcome to the show. So yeah, COVID in the UK is really bad. For example, if you go, my mate of mine went to Bournemouth the other day. Bruv, it's packed out. People don't care.
No, wait. Rewind selector.
What?
Right?
What?
Because
It was
my
back
guy,
up. It was back.
I'm not gonna mention his name. You know him, H, right? Does the accounts. He went yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his footage was very, very different compared to what BBC was showing.
What was BBC showing?
BBC was showing like it was freaking Reading Festival or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his one, it was empty. There
Okay,
was
no.
hardly any people
It
there.
depends where you're gonna beach. Remember, he went midweek.
But the article came out yesterday as well.
Yeah, but then that could have been of the weekend.
Arguably, that's fair. But then they should have put the date on. Like, you know, this weekend was
Yeah.
crazy. To be honest, I didn't read. To be fair, I didn't read the article, so I don't know. It was on BBC News, and it was talking about in Bournemouth how many people came and turned up.
I think
or
so. Like,
whatever.
if you look at the
And
weekend,
it was mad. I'm not gonna lie.
weekend was mad. And remember, like, so I get people that are tired and are fed up of whatever, but like,
It's not even that.
what would you say?
It's not even that, bro. It's like, yeah. It's quarantining and it's lockdown and everything, and people want
Like,
to do
remember,
something with their lives.
it's not only they're fed up of everything. They're fed up of like being at home, doing this, bruv. It's tiring. Bear in mind, I've worked from home for a while. It is tiring.
It is draining. I mean,
I am gone. Like, I worked from home now. I work back in the office.
I think it's really important that you do not make your place of rest a place of work.
I can't, like, thing is, so they shut down gym, they shut down the office. My room became my life for the next 2 weeks. Occasionally, I would leave to drop food for my family, for my friends, or to link up with work and do critical stuff that had to be done at the office, not at home. But the office was empty. But like, I couldn't work out. I gained. So I spent 6 months, 6 months or more, losing a lot of weight, getting myself healthy, getting myself on point. Corona, in 2 weeks. Look at, like, literally, I went from 100 kg to 80.
That's really good.
Which is really good. And not only was it just weight loss, it was just because I was lazy. So during that 6 month time frame, not that I go on a food diet, the main change was the exercise. I went gym at least.
I saw your snaps.
I went gym at least 3 times, 4 times
Yeah,
a week.
I was watching. You're quite
I would do
disciplined.
heavy cardio. I would do
Weights.
muscle.
You were doing deadlifts and everything.
I would do deadlifts. I'll try to gain muscle. So it's not just because the thing, but like it's just like I can breathe. Usually I would run for the bus. By the time I get to the bus, I would make it literally. I would do 100 meters in like 20 seconds, less than that, 10 seconds. Like, I'm not fast and Bolt. I'm not saying I'm fast and Bolt. But as in, like, I would run so fast. But as in,
I'm not going to say anything.
no, bear in mind. So I would run like 100 meters in like 20, 30 seconds. I'm not saying it was.
I think you're faster than that. Because I can run it in 15.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not fast, but like, I'll get there. But then I'm dead. I'm like, and I can't breathe.
Really?
Oh, that was before my weight loss.
Okay,
before my
okay,
training.
okay.
Then after my training, I used to run for the bus. I'm like, oh my God, that was exhilarating. I can run again. And like, I can't do that. Okay, I would have barbecue wings after. So some guy just said, bruv, you would go to the gym and then have barbecue wings after. That's true, but it's the right balance in the sense that before I would eat barbecue wings and no gym.
Who's that?
MV.
Who's that?
Big man who took us sweets last time and then has a big voice.
Big man took us where?
The guy who took us sweets last time and the guy...
So that took us sweets?
Sweets. Remember we had sweets in the middle. Behind the scenes, big man who talks a lot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to be shown. Doesn't want his name to be baited out. So yeah.
Big yourself up.
No, okay. Look, you're not saying I go to this guy's house and eat pizza after, bruv. It's not the issue. Wasn't my eating the issue that I wasn't exercising beforehand. Okay, I wasn't exercising beforehand or afterhand. But the whole premise of dieting is less to do with what you eat and more about exercise. Okay, I exercise. That gave me the permission and the flexibility to eat what I want, when I want, how I want. If I didn't exercise, I'll get nowhere. So the exercise was the key bit. Okay, so I need gym. I can't work at home. I've got a treadmill at home. I've got weights at home. I've got I've got the basic gym. I've got weights. I've got things I can do deadlift at home because I've got like the dumbbells that you can use for deadlift, or I've got the
yeah, but how heavy are they? For deadlift, you need some serious weight.
I know I need some, but as in like it's a start because again
I think people warm up on 50.
That's the thing. I can't do 50. I don't know if I don't think
less.
I think
you can.
I think I did 50 once.
You can.
I can't remember.
No.
It was so long ago. But as in, I can't work from home.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
can't work
You can't
out
train.
at home.
You can't train
I
from
can't train at home. I can't
Oh,
work
okay.
out. I can't even work at home. Why? If I sit at my desk, I'm working. Yeah. Other people work at home can probably disagree with me because they've got used to it. But imagine I'm working at home. I'm like, oh, I need a break. I go lie down on my bed and I sleep. That's not a good work ethic. Or for example, I'm working. My mom shouts, "Go do the shopping or go this in the bin." Like I'm in
Well,
the middle of a work.
I used to go work on my days off just to avoid my mum giving me chores. I was like, I might as well go and like earn some money rather than sit there. She's like, go get me this, go get that, go to the shop, go drop this off to this auntie. This.
That's what I'm saying. So when they think you're at home, they think you're doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're like, and someone's
I'm
asking,
rest.
how much did I gain during COVID? I gained over 10 kg. Yeah. So I went from 100 and something to 82. Yeah. Around January.
Shout out to Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum.
Around January, I got to around 80, 82, and then I was stabilizing at 82, which I think was good because I was gaining muscle and I had no extra carbs or fat on me. I could have still done more, but I think I was a good thing to start plateauing. Then as soon as March hit, which COVID hit, I gained 10 kg. I'm now 82. Not 82. I'm now 92, and it's not bad enough that I've gained 10 kg. I'm back to being unfit.
But the thing was,
bro, I ran 5k the other day. I died.
You ran 5k.
I had to have a treadmill in it. So before
on the treadmill, 5k
yeah.
on the treadmill. I thought 5k on road, like, whoa, that's
I used to
that's
run.
tough. That's not easy.
No, so I used to run a lot, yeah. So
1K's
I used to do one kilometer in around 5 minutes, which is somewhat decent.
That's
somewhat
reasonable.
decent. I used to do that when I January at my peak. Now, yeah, I would run 1k in 10 to 15 minutes. And bear in mind, that's me stopping in between.
Oh, so you used to do 5.
That's
3 times more.
that's what I'm saying.
But it's not easy.
That's
Even
1k.
running,
That's 1k
like,
run. So
the other thing is, I mean,
that's including me stopping, relaxing, breathing. Like my stamina came so bad that it's just you can't cope, and it doesn't just affect you. Thing, could Ramadan have anything to do with it? Though? Ramadan helped me go back on track. Bear in mind, people say about Ramadan. Ramadan helped me go back on track because I would only eat 1 meal a day, and I would try and I would try and force myself to wake up early, sleep late, so I would be up longer and eat less.
Okay.
Obviously, work did not help because my work was all my work was nocturnal. But
yeah,
it's hard. It's hard. It's really, really hard to bounce back. It's really, really hard. Wait, I did crave a lot of sweets, but I didn't have any because bear in mind, I'm at home. I'm cooking my own food most of the time. There's sometimes people would bring lunch and it was sick.
No, but to be fair, like the comment there is like baklava from Sweetland. Yeah, with Ramadan you do get a lack of sugar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your body does crave sugar. That's why you should have dates. Come on, you should eat that.
Sorry.
Because it'll help. I think you should have 7 or something like that. It will help.
Odd numbers.
But it helps regulate your sugar levels.
Yeah.
I think they even prescribe it to diabetics.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's sweet. It's not that it's bitter and to lower your blood sugar levels. It's to actually help regulate and keep them at a good constant. So you should have dates.
Yeah. That's the thing. So this is why, like for example, I read Boris's recent thing about COVID. It was like just under a week ago.
Boris is
and he said everything's opening except gyms or indoor gyms. I'm like, fam, you can have.
I don't think he's a fan of the gym.
But hey, you know,
I'm a big guy anyway, so I can't talk. But Boris is fatter than me. I'm sorry.
No,
he's
you
like a
know,
hippo.
Boris. Okay, Boris. No offense, yeah, but take offense. You're dumb because literally a week before the lockdown, he's like, I'm going around shaking everyone's hands. COVID this, COVID nothing. A week later, we're under a strict lockdown. You can't leave the house. You can't do this. Like
the thing is, all right, listen. Before we carry on, yeah, because we're on track and everything. Do you think that Boris Johnson, our so-called leader, prime minister, did he do a good job of securing lives and so forth?
No.
Of
bruv, even like
COVID-19.
Even if you do not care, be like, oh, lockdown is too bad for our economy. We shouldn't do lockdown because thing. And you waited so long to not do lockdown, and then you did lockdown. If in that time frame you just made it mandatory to wear masks alone. Yeah, this is apparently what the Scandinavian countries did, and this is why they're rapidly succeeding and beat COVID because they were locked down for a week, 1 to 2 weeks. Maximum was a month. Maximum I heard was a month.
Okay.
We've been locked down for nearly 2 months, 3 months.
Do you remember when it happened? Yeah, Remember Italy?
Yeah.
And they were, oh, Italy's really bad. Italy's this. Italy's
They
that.
recovered quick.
Bro, Italy, like we're worse off than Italy.
Yeah.
We've had, I think we've had the biggest amount of deaths in the whole of Europe from
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Yes.
And then there's the conspiracy whether
Just
like
wearing masks alone on the bus, for example. Okay. Like I've read this graph that they might need to fact check it. So wearing no mask, you get 0% protection. You wearing a mask and you're not having COVID, but you wearing a mask, you're protecting yourself by 30%.
okay.
The guy wearing a mask with COVID and you're not, you're protected, give or take 50%.
Wow.
You both wearing masks, you're protected at least 90%.
Are these official figures?
I think so. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm fine. But look, even if I am wrong, common sense would dictate that's more or less correct.
Well, common sense would dictate that you are better off. Yes.
Yes.
With everyone wearing masks. Yes.
So
obviously.
everyone wears masks. You're sorted. So like instead of complaining, by the there's people in Florida. I literally saw this on Philip DeFranco yesterday. So there's someone complaining that it's against their fundamental right that they are wearing a mask. If people say you have to wear a mask, those people work for the devil. Some woman's like, I'm not wearing a mask. Okay, I feel comfortable. I do this.
Did you
I'm like, it's illegal. It's a sin. It's a sin to wear a mask. Who said that?
Did you see that woman that wore the mask and she put 2 holes?
Yeah.
So she could breathe from her nose.
Like. Yo, that's
that was in America. This woman, she's wearing the mask and then she put 2 holes in it, like with a pen or something. And
Yeah.
the guy who interviewed her as well, why'd you put the holes in? Like, oh, it's to help me, like, breathe. And he's just looking at her like, you such a.
Honestly, some people are a bit stupid.
Don't wanna use bad
Some
language
people
on it.
are, I wouldn't call them stupid. They were just brought up incorrectly.
No, but Americans are a bit.
Americans are
They're
a bit out there.
different, they're different
No, if Americans, look, if you're
intellectually.
hating, bear in mind your country was founded upon the dumbasses from this country. Just saying.
Arguably.
But anyway, moving on to back to like Boris. Literally, gyms are probably more safer than buses.
Do you think?
Because bear in mind, there's
Do you
more
think?
ventilation.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
ventilation
that's 100%.
alone,
Yeah.
ventilation alone
Yeah,
and gyms is
100%.
enough. Okay, bear in mind, yes, you're sweaty, but in the gym, if you look at Pure Gym, by the way, is one of the companies.
We're here to advocate and tell you to join these.
We're not saying join any gym. I'm saying as an example, Pure Gym not only owns UK branches, they own branches across EU. All the Scandinavians and all over Europe, all of them are open except UK.
Really?
All the gyms. Why? And all the gyms have all equipment has not only things like they have in shop. You know, if you go like Aldi or Tesco's, they have a divider, a clay divider. They have that at the gyms. All the equipment are 2 meters apart as well as, and they have at every few facilities they have every equipment. I mean, they have antibacterial thing for your hand and a spray and wipes to clean, and their cleaners are cleaning more often.
I don't think they should have cleaners cleaning. I think that they should have a bottle spray and a cloth at each machine. Whoever uses it, wipe it before you use it, wipe it after you use it.
And also, they've limited to each exercise.
Because obviously, you've got to think about cleaners, right? They are more susceptible to COVID-19 than anybody because they come into contact with so many infected, you could say.
But that's the thing. So,
items.
like, for example, you're opening. Wait, I just want to clear this up as well. They're opening restaurants, but closing gyms.
So they're gonna open Nando's.
Like, I don't get that. Like, gyms again are more restaurants are more susceptible to COVID than gyms.
Yeah,
Gyms,
arguably.
people are like before even lockdown began, gyms were still open, but they limited the gym to 200. Like the gym near my house was limited to 200 people at the gym. The gym is quite big, it's huge, and limited to 200 people. And they closed down every other machine to give a 2 meter distance. Do
That's
that again.
fair, man. That's fair.
Do that again. If they never
It's within
stop.
regulation, like.
That's what I'm saying. Lockdown just hurt the economy without improving COVID. Improve COVID.
GDP was down by 20%. I read a couple of days ago.
Of course, bear in mind that the reason it was down by 20% because 80% was furlough.
Yeah, true.
So
That's
like,
quite clever, actually.
yeah. I'm trying to read through some messages. People are shouting me out. Everyone's going ham. But no, yeah, like Boris is doing. There's a clip from a TV show from back in the day, 1980s, called Yes Minister, and it's like
Rings a bell.
it's like 2 people. It's like the 4 steps on how to handle Britain in a crisis. First step: oh, this deal is nothing. We can't do anything about it. Don't worry. the thing is, like, oh, everything's fine. We don't need to. Step 3, we could have done something about it, but it's too late to do it now. Have you seen that? Like, that's UK.
I haven't
Literally,
seen it,
bro. It's
but
like, you know, it's
I mean,
fine.
that's politics, not in the UK.
It is politics, bro. No, but it's UK majority because look at what, bro. It's like I'm shaking hands left and right. It's not important, and we'll be fine next week, guys. We're in lockdown. It's too late to do anything, so the best thing we can do is lockdown. I'm like, it's not too like. I can't. My brain's gonna explode.
Mama Nawab says, I think the government and their measurements have zero control over the infection rate. That's 100% true. Because no one has faith or confidence in Boris Johnson. How he came into power, I do not know.
I think.
Bring back Corbyn.
I think the whole point of COVID is to get rid of the people who are against Brexit. So
where did you come up with that?
Conspiracy, I thought literally on the spot. COVID. The reason Boris does not give two shits because the common majority who are against Brexit, yeah, are the common people who will get COVID, and not the rich 1% who want Brexit. Okay, so
I don't think the rich 1% want Brexit. I think they wanted to stay within Europe because obviously it helps and benefit.
No, but as
trade.
in the people who want Brexit, yeah,
which was Taqriban 50% of the population,
are the people who are less likely to get COVID because of the regions they're in. Majority of London don't want Brexit, and that's a majority, but they all get COVID because we're very multicultural, in-depth society. I'm going off topic. I'm just chatting bare breeze here. But you know what? I want to go beach. I want to go gym. Okay. I want to get tanned. I was about to caught myself there. I want to get tanned. Okay. I am vitamin D deficient. That's
very common with a lot of people from
Britain. Britain is a vitamin D deficient nation.
I understand. No, I understand. Yeah. That if we come into the UK, people of Middle Eastern or Asian backgrounds where we have a lot of sunshine, we are vitamin D deficient. Yeah. That makes sense because we don't get enough sun in this country. But people in the Middle East are getting vitamin D deficiencies. How does that work?
Because they're all indoors. It's too hot to go outside. Everyone in Dubai is in air conditioned office.
I think that these guys are just spoiled.
No, but as in like, okay.
You're a bunch of mommy daddy boys, as we say back home in Pakistan.
Everyone in the UK though, everyone in the UK is
mommy daddy boys and girls. Burger boys.
Like
you eat burgers.
Doctors have said like all people.
Only rich people eat burgers. So it's like saying cake eater. You eat cake. That's what we mean. Burger boys.
Are you done cussing the audience?
No cussing the audience. Like, listen, you need to get rid of air conditioning and you need to put your windows down, right? Because air conditioning. Do you use air conditioning?
No.
I don't use air conditioning. I don't like to. I have it in the car.
If I were to,
I don't like to use it.
If I were to use air conditioning at home, I would have a fan with a wet paper towel behind it.
No, fine.
That's my AC.
Thing is, I won't use air conditioning. Because like number one, the heat's pretty good for you. It helps massage your muscles and stuff. Very, very good for your bones. Helps increase vitamin D.
People don't want to go outside in the heat, but they'll go steam rooms and saunas.
There you go. Man, go outside, man. Go enjoy yourself. Yeah, there are peak times where it's peak. Yeah, as in it's really, really hot. Try going to I was in Medina, right? In
Saudi.
Yeah, no. When was it? August time. And we're going for Dhuhr prayer. Oh my days. My flops would be like melting as I'm walking on the tiles. It was that hot. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do understand. I do appreciate that. Sometimes it is very, very difficult.
Someone just said, does the sun have a huge vitamin D
tablet
reserve? It technically does. You're not wrong.
Possibly, yeah.
It
probably does actually.
Not tablets, but vitamin D. It does. Yes. That's the thing. Like for example.
Actually, that's a really good question though.
What?
How does sunlight produce vitamin D? Or how does sunlight increase vitamin D in an individual?
Don't know the exact thing.
Is it to do with melanin?
It's to do with melanin. Basically, because you're lighter skin, you have less melanin.
Yeah.
Because you have less melanin or whatever. It's like think about like photosynthesis. Yeah. Yeah. The melanin helps you produce vitamin D in your body with the sun. That's why the darker your skin is, the more healthier in some sense because you're not deficient in much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true though. For example, people of African origin have very, very good skin.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Because why? Obviously in Africa is like mostly deserts. They get a lot of sunlight. That does make a difference.
It's true. But yeah, vitamin D, for all those out there suffering from vitamin D deficiency, I also suffer from vitamin D deficiency, not by choice. But yeah, there's tablets available you can purchase.
I don't.
Just go on sunbathe,
I
right?
dis- I dis-
5-10 minutes
I
in the
disagree
sun.
with tablet. I disagree with tableting.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
like with
synthetic.
like synthetic. Like if you're vitamin deficient or multivitamin deficient, don't have tablets. Have the natural resources.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, also, how do you do that when it's December time and we've only got like 8 hours of daylight?
Bro, there's ways around. I'm telling you now, there's ways around them.
Yeah, you got migrate.
Not even migrate, fam.
No, you have to, man.
Bruv, for example, okay. With
Like,
the
sunrise is at 8 o'clock and then the sun sets at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, spend your day outside.
And it's cloudy.
Spend your day outside. It's habit. The issue, but you don't just get your vitamin D from the sun. There's some food out there as well. It's habit. For example, have more bananas. Bananas give potassium, which is good for your bones.
Bananas make you congested. They take about 2 days to digest.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Dude, I didn't know.
Yeah, they take 2 days to
that.
digest.
But isn't that no? Have better food, bruv. Have more oranges. That's vitamin C.
That's vitamin C.
Have more fish, omega 3. If you're vegan, don't have fish. If you're pescatarian, have fish. But like, that's my point. Your issue is not just where we are and what we do. It's the lifestyle you live. Because you live. 90% of you live your lifestyle as wake up in your house, from your house, from public transport to another building. You're always inside. You're never outside. Unless you're doing a sport and activity, you're never inside.
Oh, the other thing is, a lot of you guys are lazy. Like, you get Uber Eats for everything, man. Get out of the house, walk to the chicken shop and get your chicken wings. Or, go and get your pizza that way.
Bruv, get out of your house, walk to the chicken shop, get your chicken wings.
Sorry. Catch it, minute, kill it.
See, that was bad. You should have caught it.
I tried to.
You left it out.
No, I didn't, man. No fist.
Oh, then there you go. Now clean your fist.
I did. I got another one.
See? So look, the difference between his first sneeze and the second sneeze. The first sneeze has 50% of me catching it. The second sneeze had 20% of me catching it.
So I covered my face.
Exactly. So face masks work. Okay, wear face masks.
Oh, people are asking about Miami. No, they're not asking, but I'm going to tell them. Anyway, listen. I want to shout out to my auntie. Is it auntie? It's my mum's first cousin. I don't know.
Your cousin.
It's not my cousin. It's my mum's first cousin.
Yeah, so it's your second cousin, so it's still your cousin.
It's my auntie. Anyway,
she's not your auntie, fam.
My auntie.
But my cousin is my second cousin.
Miami. I've got family in Miami. Yeah, they got me this top when I was there. And big shout out to them.
There you left me. This guy left me in Miami, but I'm in a foreign country, in a foreign city, yeah? No idea what I'm doing. He's like, I'll leave for a few hours and come back. I'm like, safe. He left in the middle of the night. He left in the middle of the night. I did not see him until 3 days back after we got to London. After we got to London, this guy left me in a foreign country by myself. Fam,
how long? How long did I leave you for?
Huh?
12 hours?
More.
It wasn't 24 hours. I doubt it.
More than 24 hours,
No, it wasn't. Shut up. No, it wasn't.
It was, fam.
You spent one night in Miami. That was it. We landed at like 11 or 1. No. Our flight was at 11 at New York, JFK. Our flight was at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
We probably landed in Miami about, it was 3-hour flight.
Yeah.
So that's 2 o'clock.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you went to sleep.
And then we get out.
They made me go to sleep because like I'm tired.
I was, man. I was so tired.
Yeah, but then you made me sleep although I wasn't tired. So I missed a whole day of the beach.
Whose fault was that? Is that my fault?
Fam! Wow, okay,
you
look.
You don't need me to hold your hand,
Fam, so you go on a trip with someone, you're telling me you're going to leave them?
Mr. Suffix. Yeah, I would.
See, these guys
yeah,
are
of course I would.
You're a
no, but
you're a snake. You're a
How
snake by
what?
blood.
Am I a snake?
No, you're a
What?
snake by
No,
blood.
no.
You just said...
If you got plans, if you got plans to do your thing, and I got plans to do my thing...
No. Your plans were, with mine, integrated, that we go to the beach, then we go to the restaurant, and then at night, you link your family... And then if they invite me, they do. If they're not, I'll go chill out a bit for a few hours. Yeah. We meet me back, and then we spend the rest of the next day in Miami, and then we fly back. Yeah. That's what you said.
I went to sleep. I woke up. I got a cab to my family's house.
He fell asleep. Look, we got to the hotel. We got to the hotel at 3. Okay, we got to the hotel at 3. This guy fell asleep until 12. Okay, and then went to his family's house around 12 a.m. midnight.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I was there before. I was there way before.
It was like 11, 12.
Way before.
The sun had set.
Oh no, that's when I came back for my luggage. No, I left that.
Oh, there you go. So this dickhead, left this waste man left at 7. Was it 7?
No, earlier. I left the hotel probably 4 o'clock.
He left
4 5.
He left at 4 o'clock. Be like, I'm half asleep. He's like, I'm Reza. I'll be back and we'll go out tomorrow or tonight for some dinner. I'm like, no problem, Hossein. Go have fun with your family. It's all right. He goes. He comes back. He's like, I'm here for my suitcase. I'll see you back in London. And then he
I didn't
goes.
say that. I didn't say that. You were asleep. I said, I mean, apparently you woke up, because I spoke to you after. You said you woke up and the room was empty. You saw my suitcase. You went back to bed, and the next time you woke up, you looked and my suitcase was missing.
This guy is asleep.
So I came into the room, I took the suitcase, and I went back. My uncle, my mum's first cousin, he drove me there, picked up my luggage, and then he drove me back.
Basically, Mohsen is a snake. He left me in Miami by myself.
Whatever.
Okay. Look, back to.
Blood is thicker than water.
I thought we were brethrens.
We are brethren. That's my family, bruv. Come on.
Fam!
That's
Like,
my family,
you know,
that's mine.
everyone's got family from back in their home country where they chat to once every year, or they don't chat to them unless they land in their country. When was the last time you spoke to them before this trip?
About a week, 2 weeks before letting them know I was coming.
No, yeah, before the trip. Before the trip was even in your mind. Before that 2
Before
weeks.
that trip, at least 2 years or something.
2 years! 2 years, man! Shut the
Yeah,
man
2
said
years.
blood is thicker than water. What's
years.
that? I've seen you every day, 5 days a week, for the past 3-4 years.
Yeah, since
More
2017.
since 2017.
July 2017.
And he had the audacity to say blood is shut the Aye fam, what's
What's the next topic anyway, bro? You're talking too
next
much about
topic?
Miami.
Okay, next topic. On the previous topic, Boris Johnson, you can go suck an egg. Okay, moving on to some more depressing news. There's been stabbings across.
Yeah, that's serious, man.
Thing. We need to get it's like fix up a bit. There's been
So
stabbings.
do you know what happened in Reading?
I have no idea.
You got no idea? Okay, I haven't read up on it, but apparently there
3
was
days ago.
mad stabbing. Some guy come into the park and just start stabbing
This is
everyone.
on BBC News.
18 stabbings and I think
what-
2 or 3 dead, something like
So
that.
what happened was, police was called in Forbury Gardens around 9 BST on a Saturday. So that was
7 o'clock in the evening.
7 o'clock in the evening a week ago. Thames Valley
Mr.
Police
Shadallah.
said they apprehended
Shadallah.
and arrested the suspect within 5 minutes of the call. So by 9
that's
or 5,
quick, that's
that's good
That's
response.
quick.
It's a really good response. They rugby tackled him to the floor approximately
No, but they must have had eyes on him, innit?
yeah.
Meaning that this guy is going around stabbing people in the park. People must have saw him, people with their cameras. They must have followed him. They kept an eye on him, kept in contact with the police. Police arrived. The police pointed out, yeah, they grab him, and they got him.
So I'm not gonna say anything about the guy's name, but he's a 25-year-old white man.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh, that's a scientist.
That's not him.
Who's that?
What we know about the suspect, there you go, Mr. Sadala from Libya.
Why are you saying his name?
That's the suspect, Mr.
Don't say
Sadala.
okay. Look. Rules of media, yeah. If don't say the suspect's name, let me finish because they win. The fact that they do this for attention. You say their name, no, they've won.
Okay, Mr. X.
Mr. X.
Al
yeah.
John Doe.
Oh, John Doe. See, John Doe is a good name. John Doe.
John Doe from Libya.
Fuck's sakes.
Bro, he looks Bengali.
He's been arrested by.
Can you put it on the thing?
I don't wanna show his
screen
face.
share. Oh,
show
you
his face. Look,
know, he's
no.
Bengali. He looks like he's from East London.
Look, terrorists. Yeah, they attack for fame. Yeah.
Clean shaven. Karen.
They attack for fame. You bait out their name or their face or the organization means they won.
John Doe, Bengali John Doe with clean shaven.
Basically, apparently this guy was under investigation already.
Was among a further 40,000 names in the agency system.
Yeah, so
But we were not under active investigation.
so he was under investigation, but it wasn't active from back in the day case for to do with I think weed, about ganja, different ganja.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
See, already you're thinking there's something psychologically wrong with this guy that's gonna go into a park and stab 18 people.
No.
Is it 18 people?
I can't
Is there any
find.
figures?
I can't see any figures.
Does it say anything? No, we can't tell. We can't say.
Okay.
Do apologize. We should have done a little bit more research.
We should. This is your job.
Yeah, but I was working because I got bills to pay. Provide for my family.
Look, basically, I'm happy in the sense that they haven't. I'm guessing this guy was a Muslim, of course.
But it wasn't. I don't think it was
No, but
theologically aggravated.
No,
at
I
all.
know. My point is, they haven't said this is a terrorist Muslim attack.
Thank God.
They've said it's
We've
just
got
a
enough
guy.
crap on our hands.
A guy with mental issues did something. So I respect the media for not portraying this in a negative way against all Muslims.
And the media outlet that we're using is quite biased anyway. They're quite rubbish, to be honest. I don't know why we use them. Oh yeah, that's why. Because they're the only ones that give us decent coverage of the UK.
Trying to find how many suspects.
How many suspects?
I'm not
And how many
suspect-
casualties?
How many casualties?
I think it was.
Bro, this guy
18.
looks like a kid though.
I told you, bro. He looks
He's a
Bengali.
kid.
Even that looks more Bengali in that picture than the other one.
He's a kid.
Not to say that Bengali people do things like this. Bengali people are very nice people, and they cook
but look,
amazing food.
the Stabbings. But hey, it's like it's not the first one. There was another one more recent as well. But it's just.
Oh, that happened in Kingsbury. In that park. That's the two girls. The two.
Okay, so there was.
I think it was a mixed race girl and then
Okay,
a black
I'm
girl.
gonna search this. Let me search.
That's the one that was in the Daily Mirror today. They were saying that the police went to.
So
They didn't. They were. Okay. Rewind. The ladies went missing. They put in calls to the police that these two girls are missing. Can you please look for them or whatnot? Apparently there was no response. There was nothing. Like the police didn't do anything. And then the brother found them in the park and found their dead bodies. Police were called to the site.
We drove past the crime.
Yeah. It's in Kingsbury.
We drove past it and literally they set up like.
That's the one. It was Wembley Park.
Wembley Park.
Is it? So what was the one that we went to?
No, this is something else. Oh,
That's the one I'm talking about. The two sisters, the two.
Bruv, took
and
selfies
then,
next to
yeah,
this.
yeah. The coppers came to investigate whatever, and then they took selfies with the dead bodies, and then they were showing it on WhatsApp.
But why did they take selfies with the dead bodies?
I don't know. They should actually show the pictures at the park because it could have been like we're assuming it was a selfie. That's what they're saying. It's a selfie. Now I'm assuming that they're doing like like that, and there's a dead body behind. Let's say you're the dead body, right? And they're like,
guys, I'm investigating.
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming a selfie would be like. If it's just something like this, or I'm not even in the picture and they took a picture, then you can't really classify that as a selfie, can you?
A selfie involved.
Obviously, it involves yourself.
Was two people in frame. One. I haven't found the photos yet.
You're not gonna find.
You're not gonna find. They're probably yeah.
Maybe out of respect for the deceased.
Yeah.
They've
removed it, which I think
is
a good thing.
We pray for their families, man. That's not nice.
They were murdered.
Wembley Park.
They were murdered in one park and taken to another park. So I think they were murdered near Wembley.
What's that park called? It begins with an F.
No idea. Let me open maps.
That park in Kingsbury.
Let's open Google Maps to find out.
Yeah, we drove past it yesterday.
That one.
Huh? Yes, that's it. That's what it's called? Friant Country Park.
Yeah.
Friant Park. We drove past it yesterday. There was about 3 police vans. It was all taped up and everything.
Oh no, you saw the police van. You didn't see the campsite.
No, this is
on the left, there was like 7 proper CSI tents. Yeah. And there was a car park full of feds.
That's serious.
I think it's a big thing.
That's mad.
Again, like crime. So knife crime. I don't know if knife crime increased or the media of it increased during COVID.
It's a bit of both.
Because obviously knife crime happens every day, and like gang wars or like someone on the wrong turf or just someone just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Many of this happens, or someone obviously. There's so many ways.
I spoke to brother Ismail, who does a lot of youth work with knife crime and drug related incidences, especially in the Muslim community. He's come on the TV channel once, and he's also involved in one of our documentaries. He says that there is a very, very high correlation between those people who abuse cannabis smoking and knife crime, and it is to do with paranoia. And it's to do with hallucinations that these people are carrying knives for the start and also attacking people as well. So knife crime has always been a big issue in London. Myself, I haven't been a victim of knife crime, nor do I know anyone who's been a victim of knife crime. Not to say that it doesn't exist, but I remember back in the day. So who's the current mayor of London?
Sadiq Khan, no?
Before him? Boris Johnson. Before him?
No idea.
Exactly, Ken Livingstone. And I remember there was a big knife crime issue back then. I think it was Damilola Taylor that got stabbed up in South London, if my memory serves me correctly. So there was a really, really big issue when Ken Livingstone was the mayor of London that we were trying to address here in London with knife crime.
So Sadiq Khan, before Sadiq Khan was...
It was
Boris Johnson. No, that's just not... Sorry, that's wrong order.
It's Boris Johnson.
Boris and then Ken.
Livingstone. So
yeah.
So we had this big issue. There was even a thing where the police said that if you have any weapon, a knife or a gun, or you can anonymously come and hand it in, no questions asked. Just bring it in a bag or whatever. I've got a knife in there, I've got a gun in there, and walk away. They will not ask you anything. They just wanted them off the streets.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. It's really sad that our great city is a casualty of such.
It's all big cities.
True. It could have been worse. Like there could have been guns, but yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's really sad that look, we've got a case here of John Doe stabbing up 18 people in Reading because and there was a mention of that he smokes cannabis a lot.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No,
There was a case.
It was a case.
It was a case.
He was in the MI5 case that he was involved in a cannabis ring.
Whoa, that's mad.
Yeah.
That means they're growing it. They probably have one of them big houses or something.
Very most likely. Very most likely.
That's mad.
Yeah. Again, like I was gonna say, like in like I don't know if it's because of COVID or it's because it's just the media outlets changing.
Woo! You're tired. We're tired. It's been a long
Bruv,
day.
it's hot in here. So like
I like it though. I prefer it compared to the AC in that room. I'm getting a cold sitting in there.
No, but here it's making me tired. The heat is making me tired. Cause like when you put a bath, you relax. Or when you go steam, your eyes are closed, and you're like the
I
protection.
can't sleep in the heat.
Exactly. But you can't sleep or you doze off. Like I'm like this. Like I can sit here like this and chat here all day. But
Apparently, it's to do with you have lack of energy. It's to do with that your body is trying to regulate its temperature, and that takes a bit of your energy. That's why you feel tired in the heat.
So yeah, as I say,
I'm alright because I'm from Pakistan in that, innit? Yes, with the sunshine.
I'm yawning bare. People on the podcast apps can't even see our video, but we're yawning bare. So no, what I was saying was I don't know. Again, media outlet is changing, but like again, knife crime is still at an all-time high, or like crime in general, like youth crime or these random stabbings. At least I would say the media is more woke about not blaming. For example, us Muslims, we suffer from like the stereotype of terrorists.
Here's a good question to ask you.
What?
Well, I mentioned Islamophobia, right? Do you know what Semitic means?
That's the Jewish thing, though.
That's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, also Semitic.
What is Semitic?
What?
Google it.
Okay.
This is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna blow your mind. What does it say?
Semitic.
Okay.
Read it.
Relating to or denoting a family of languages that include Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic.
Go back to the languages.
Hebrew, Arabic.
Arabic.
Yeah.
Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic. Aramaic is Fusha Arabic, classical Arabic. Yeah.
And certain ancient languages such as Phoenician or Akkadian, consulting.
The main subgroup of Afro-Asiatic family.
So basically, Middle
related
East.
to people who speak Semitic languages, especially Hebrew and Arabic.
So basically,
Arabs are considered Semitic.
Baffled.
So Arabs are considered Semitic. So when we have any form of racial prejudice towards Arab people,
Islamophobia is technically.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Islamophobia is anti-Semitism.
So I can't.
That's mad, isn't it?
I technically can't be anti-Semitic because then that's against.
That's
my own
mad, though,
people
isn't
and
it? No. But think how this changes everything. That's a game changer. Because when now it's Islamophobia, imagine, and you've seen in the Jewish community how strongly they support any crimes of anti-Semitism. If there's anything that is anti-Semitic, they're on it like that. Yeah. Whether it's media, whether it's a book, whether it's a film, whether anything anti-Semitic, yeah, they jump on it like that. They try and stomp it out straight away, and they're going to hold people accountable. Technically, if Islamophobia is classified as anti-Semitism, but then them laws also apply to us then.
I get what you mean. So if I search,
I know those laws are already put in place. Anti-Semitism.
But anti-Semitism, it's strictly against Jews.
What's Semitic?
I get your point, but something can be anti-something else. I mean, completely different, not just the opposite.
Like,
I'm trying to think.
Antiseptic.
Wait, it says during World War II and the Soviet anti-Jew policies, and Arabs and Muslims were involved in the Jewish exodus from Arab and Muslim countries.
So the Jews that left the Middle East.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
The root Semite gives false impression that anti-Semitism is directly against all Semitic people, e.g. including Arabs, Assyrians, Armenians. The word anti-Semitus or anti-Semitism was first printed in Germany in 1879.
1879.
As a scientific sounding term for Jew hatred.
So they've used it to mean
So basically,
Jewish
they've
hatred.
assigned the word Semitist or Semite to
Anti-Semitism to being anti-Jewish or to being racially prejudiced towards Jewish people or the Jewish community. However, if you take it literally, anti-Semitism does actually
means
involve
hatred of Middle East, essentially. So that's funny. People say, "Oh, America's run by the Jewish and the Semites, but they hate Middle East." I just find that hilarious.
they don't hate the Middle East.
Are you dumb,
They don't.
bro? Are you dumb? Americans
Hate the Middle East.
Yes,
No, they don't.
they hate Iran. They hated Iraq before.
They hate anyone that gets involved in their business. And what is their business? Make money. That's it.
Okay, look.
You
Listen,
think they hate the Saudis? Do you think
Listen.
America hate the Saudis?
Huh?
Do America hate the Saudis?
Look, they have control.
Or the
Look.
Okay.
20 years ago.
By the way, they don't have control of the oil.
That's
It's
a
just
lie.
that they don't.
They have influence.
They have influence.
That counts. That
and-
counts as
and
control.
they
That
have-
counts as
they have
control.
influence.
That counts as control.
They have influence in terms of how it's been purchased. You have to purchase it in US dollars. Right?
That's it.
Right?
That's my point. So,
but the money still
30
goes.
years ago,
But the money
30
still goes to the Saudi Arabia.
listen, no, but most 30 years ago, yeah,
Okay.
or 40 years ago, give or take.
Okay.
Okay, they hate Middle East, they hate Iraq, Iran, they hate Pakistan. No, why, bro? They didn't have central banks there. They didn't have. Okay, I'm going a bit conspiracy here, yeah. You might not like it,
Okay, so they hate the central. Why do they hate the central banks?
huh?
So the central banks are not there, but the central banks of America aren't owned by the American government.
Rothschild.
It's the Rothschild family.
Exactly, Rothschild didn't own any banks in the Middle
So
East.
okay.
Until recently.
Okay,
Until
So
America.
this was a Rothschild agenda, not an American agenda.
Same thing.
No, the Rothschilds are Russians. Originally. Rothschild meaning red shield.
Yeah, but America is down to the new puppet. Or the puppet of the last 10, 20, 50 years.
That's because America is in debt to the Rothschild family.
Oh shit.
That's why
everyone,
it's got their arm twisted.
everyone except North Korea, Cuba. I think Cuba's part of Rothschild. I don't know, but North Korea, Iran, Sudan, and Cuba.
By the way, Iran does have a bank owned by the Rothschilds, but it's not the central bank. It doesn't. I don't think it prints the thingy.
Of course, doesn't.
It doesn't print the currency, but they have banks in Iran.
Yeah,
Definite.
but that's mad. I forgot. I lost my trail of thought now. I'm completely lost. What were we talking about before?
We were talking about Miami. It's a great place to go visit. Go check it out.
Don't bring up Miami. But so this week has been a bit dead. In terms of topics, in terms of like, there's not much. Before we used to have 10 topics, now we only have 3. But
It's been nice. That has been a dead week. There's nothing. Oh, Liverpool won the Premier League. Who
I
cares?
I don't give two.
I don't care. We
I
don't
don't
care about
give
Liverpool.
two-
Not around here anyway. I don't care about Liverpool.
How many losses do they have?
One, they lost to Watford. Big out Watford, yeah. Troy Deeney.
That's what it, no, yeah, we got. You lost to Watford. Just think about
Watford should be the Premier League champions.
it. But yeah, so
Play them in Liverpool should play Watford and put the title on the line.
I'm quickly gonna go to Twitter, see what's trending. If any is last minute, anything you want to talk about before we go?
Yeah. Islamophobia and anti-Semitism should unite together and form an anti-Semitism phobia.
Do you know the rapper Huey?
He died.
He died.
I don't know who he is.
No, I don't. No, same here. But ripping it. Who's Rio? Who's Theo?
Rio de Janeiro.
No, who's Theo?
Theo
Foley?
Walcott. No.
Theo Foley.
Foley. Theo. I don't know.
Some guy, Arsenal Football Club manager,
Oh,
passed away.
rest in peace.
My guy.
Kanye West and Gap strike 10-year deal. Why would you strike a deal with Kanye West?
Why not?
No,
Do you know how much money Yeezys are making?
That's before he went crazy. Like he's not
still crazy,
he's
bro.
not stable.
Oh, 45 minutes ago,
What?
one person has died and a police officer has been stabbed while dealing with the incident in Glasgow.
Oh.
I see another stabbing. So that's the thing. So it's mad.
What a blood clot.
This is mad. 46 minutes ago, it's still live.
No, something happened in Glasgow.
People.
No. Before we went on, something was going on in Glasgow. I think there was a stabbing. Police have come to the scene of the crime, and now it's saying what? One person has died, and a police officer has been stabbed while dealing with the incident in Glasgow. So the copper got stabbed. No, what happened is they probably killed the guy, and then one of the police officers had to stab the other police officer in the arm to make it look like the criminal did it.
And I'm the conspiracist.
That's what happened. Bro, it takes balls to stab a police officer, man. I don't care what you think.
Individual who
To
was
attack
shot
a
by
police
an
officer
armed.
takes a lot of guts.
So 4 hours ago, an individual was shot by a police officer and 6 other people in the hospital for treatment. I'm guessing this was all.
By the way, Police Scotland, I would rely upon that. Scottish people are a lot more reliable in terms of what they say compared to English.
So there's a stab.
Scottish banks are really good as well.
Oh, there's a house that blew up in Seven Sisters in
Oh,
near Cornwall. I saw this photo. I creased. You lot can't see it though. I saw this. Imagine.
was anyone hurt, by the way?
No one was hurt.
Thank God.
Thanks
So
God,
we
no
can laugh about it because no one was hurt.
I'm not so. Obviously, thankfully, no one was hurt. But the funny thing was, the whole building blew up. Bricks were on the floor. There's no ceiling. Everything
There's
is
no wall.
destroyed.
It's like this. Like there's a wall here and there's a wall there.
And
There's nothing. There's nothing
yeah.
on this side.
But
Like,
literally,
nothing.
over the here,
Nothing like this.
yeah. But look, so there's an angle. Look, there's an angle, yeah, like this. Yeah, imagine. Okay, like this. Sorry. So there's nothing here. There's nothing here. And imagine on this side wall here, where this side is all open, there's just TV on the wall. Everything
Yeah.
is fine. This TV just somehow managed to stay on the wall. That
Well,
was
you know what? We need to find out what TV. What's it called? TV clamp.
TV stand.
TV stand.
TV mount. Yeah.
TV mount. Find out what TV mount that was. Because the whole building fell down, but that TV mount didn't get off the wall. That TV was still stuck there. And I guarantee you that guy was a gamer.
Last thing we were trying to pick up on, Turks fighting the Kurds. That's #1 trending in the UK.
Why are Turkish people fighting Kurdish people?
Turkish bombing Kurds.
Why?
It's just this thing that's going on, bro. It's just the stereo.
I know Yemen is really bad at the moment.
Yemen is
Guys, if you can, go help out Yemen. Like, if
bro,
you don't know
Yemen's
what we can
Yemen's
do, help
okay.
out
Can I
Yemen.
just say
is really
Yemen
bad.
has been bad for a long time. Why are people speaking up now? Is
It's because of COVID and another one.
people are bored at home,
What's
so
the
they're
other one?
realizing.
What's the other one called? Cholera. I think it's cholera. COVID and cholera has increased so much in Yemen. They don't have the facilities to tackle and battle these diseases. So not only are they suffering from war, they've also got they can't deal with corona properly.
They've got pandemic.
They've got two,
got-
cholera
they've
and
got
corona. Like it's madness and famine. They got famine as well.
That's what I'm saying. So famine, cholera has been out for a while.
Bro,
It's not recent.
They-
No, but as I'm
this,
saying,
this shit
why-
is
why-
biblical, man. Like,
Why are people
famine and disease and war?
Why are people waking up now to what's happening in Yemen when Saudi's been bombing Yemen for time?
No, okay.
When-
Saudi's been bombing Yemen, and that's totally wrong. Yeah, and we've been doing what we can in terms of like speaking to our MPs and so forth, and using all forms of persuasion and influence to help solve the issue. That's bombing. That's one thing, right? But now you've got famine, so people can't eat.
But famine.
Then you got cholera spreading,
the
and now
I'm
you've
telling
got
you,
corona spreading as well.
The cholera, whatever. Sorry, I can't say it.
Cholera.
Corella, I can't say it. It's been around for at least 9 months to a year. Famine's been out for the last 2 years. The war's been out for the last 5 years at least.
Yeah, about that.
I like, why is no one doing anything? Everyone's focused about Iran with nuclear weapons, or like literally, when George happened with George Floyd, and the thing happened with Black Lives, people opened their eyes, and thankfully it's still continuing to be open because they're realizing stuff happening in Yemen. Sudan is still a mess. Why has everyone forgot about Sudan?
Have you got any Sudanese friends?
I've got 1 or 2.
So I haven't spoken to my Sudanese friend in a while because I don't bump into him as much. But I heard that there was democracy there. They were gonna have political parties and
In
people
South
involved.
Sudan.
Oh, there's still a civil war there.
Bruv, now there's South Sudan, which is now being officially legitimate. Recently, it's been legitimized by Islam in the last few years. It's been legitimized as its own country, South Sudan. North Sudan's still a mess. Okay? There are still a few African nations still fighting. There are beefs within the Middle East still. ISIS hasn't been eradicated yet, but the fight is still on. They've seriously died down. There's civil wars going on in Pakistan.
No, it's not.
Not like proper big, like mini little ones.
Like tribal wars.
Yeah.
There's always tribal wars in Pakistan, but it's not. It's not in the big cities or anything. It's like in the rural areas.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Issues.
In the
Like
Middle,
Taliban and things
in the
like that.
Middle Eastern region, there are still current threats that people just forgot about because it's not newsworthy. Because they've rinsed out the news cycle. Wait, give it 2 more weeks. COVID's no longer going to be news. No one cares. Unless Boris says something stupid again. COVID's going to. No one cares about COVID anymore. Now COVID is nothing.
COVID is a joke.
If we look at trending, no one's talking about.
COVID is a conspiracy, apparently.
No one's talking about COVID right now or the last few things. So it's kind of okay. Yeah, I've waffled too much now. But
Final thought.
any final thoughts?
Yeah. My final thought is, sorry,
Who messaged you?
no one messaged me.
Your thing.
Nothing. No, I ain't got a thing. My final thought is that, guys, please stay safe. Put the guns down. Put the knives down. Just grow your hair long and perm it.
No, but on the real, like, bruv, use this time of COVID to. I know you're all at home, you're all going nuts, yeah.
Get out of the house and get some sunshine.
Get out of the house, get some sunshine. Follow the rules, of course. I'm gonna get slewed by someone by saying not following rules. Obviously, stay 6 feet apart from anyone outside your household.
Visit Miami.
Don't have protected sex or unprotected sex. Don't have any sex, bruv. They know your household.
I'm not involved in this convo.
Okay, Boston's left. I hope you did enjoy it. Well, obviously, we're on all platforms now. So whatever your platform you're watching on, watch on other platforms. We're on iTunes Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Google Podcast, YouTube live stream. Check out our social medias. Check out Severix. Check out Mohsen. And I hope you lot enjoy. Moses does Twitter. Amireza123 in Twitter. And yeah, catch you lot later. Adios. Goodbye. Stay safe.